What's up, collectors? P-Rockzilla back again for another review, and this is a special one because this is the beginning of October, fall, Halloween, my favorite time of the year, because this is when, at least in the Northeast, the leaves start turning colors, turning beautiful, they start falling down, you get trick-or-treating, you get Halloween, you get cool costumes, just the pumpkin carving, all that stuff. So with this, I'm going to start doing Halloween type characters, and this is the star-aced Harry Potter Minerva McGonagall 1/6 scale figure deluxe version. And if you want to know the deluxe version, I'm going to show the next portion. The deluxe version comes with a full set of accessories in 1/6 scale form. But first, let's talk about the figure first. This character, if you're a Harry Potter fan, you know she's a big main character in the story, and she's one of the best characters out there, one of the strongest magicians out there. Love seeing her in the series, in the show. I'm not sure about this, we're gonna be intrigued because I saw pictures and videos before, and the head sculpt, those wrinkles look a little too much like wrinkly. So this is why I'm kind of excited, because I love this character in the Harry Potter movies, but I'm not sure about those wrinkles. It's kind of like a tree trunk type thing. I don't know, we'll see. I don't know if Starry's butchered her, but the packaging is beautiful so far. You get that beautiful all white with the black lettering and the gold hints and paintings right there of the transcripts and everything. That looks very beautiful, very clean. So the deluxe version comes with this, and this is Minerva's desk. It has basically a whole bunch of 1/6 scale collectible accessory pieces and that beautiful desk. I love the way this looks. I hope it came with, I was kind of wishing it came with the hat, but whatever. But this packaging together, the deluxe version, at least shipping wise, the package it just basically came in the shipper, and the total weight of that was 11 pounds. So this thing has a lot of weight. I know Starry doesn't have a good reputation when it comes to their 1/6 scale figures, but I really wanted this accessory pack just because I wanted his desk, because I can use it with other figures too. And hopefully, when InArt makes their figures, hopefully they make Minerva, because I would love to have a 1/6 scale InArt Minerva with this desk right here, because I'm pretty sure they'll definitely do a better face, better face sculpt at least. So we shall see. So with that in mind, please hit that like, subscribe button, click that bell notification. So now let's get this review started. Dial it. Happy Halloween. What's up, fellow collectors? Die action. Dale. So let's take a quick look at the box before we get the figure out of the box. Right there, you got the, I guess, somewhat good picture of the figure right there. I'm telling those wrinkles, man. I gotta see that in person. But anyways, I love the way they have it, like the newspapers they have in the actual movie, the way they basically have this packaging. So I think they knocked the packaging out of the box, man. Out the park, man. They knocked the box out the park. That's what my opinion right here. And it has like a lot of the Harry Potter, my favorite movie series. A bunch of information right there, all the legal information right there. You want to see that right in the bottom. You have the Harry Potter logo, another picture of her, Harry Potter, Wizarding World. I made a mistake. I called her a mage and all that stuff like that. Wizard. I meant to say wizard. The deluxe box. I'm telling you guys, this is a big box. So you have the Harry Potter right there, everything right here, right there. You have the other accessories. I'm telling you, this thing is heavy. Another picture in the back, same thing right there. All the legal information. And then another accessory there, same thing. All right, so let's get these out the box one at a time. So once you get Minerva out the box, she has one clamshell covering her. And this is basically what you have here. You have two clamshells, or at least one and a half. You have her right here, basically on the top. And then right underneath that, you have the chair and two hats. All right, so let's go ahead and see what the deluxe box looks like once you take that out the box. Okay, now this one is very different. So this one, it comes in a foam packaging. You take the foam off, and you actually have the table right there on top. And then if you lift the table off, which is pretty heavy, man, there's another piece under here that has more of the accessories covering there. As you can see, more of the accessories are in there. And it's just slide it out. And I'm not sure there's more under there. So we'll go ahead and, actually, it might be more. Yep, and then there's more in the bottom right there. So yeah, a lot of accessories in there. Can't wait to get this out. So I'm going to try to get this full screen, get this with the figure and everything out, so we can see what comes in both packaging in close detail in 4K. Now we have Minerva and all the accessories that come with her in the deluxe version. And man, this is a whole lot. And I want to say, this does not have the table, which is way over here, as you can see. And you can see basically the size of the table if I lean against her. So yeah, man, and it has a lot of weight. It's a poly resin. The table's poly resin, and so is the chair. One thing I forgot to mention in previously of showing the figure, or talking about the figure. I know she's an animagus, where basically she's basically one of the few that can actually turn into a cat form at will. So that's showing that she was very powerful, especially as a Muggle. You know, she was half. You know, Muggle means like half wizard, half regular human, half human. So with Professor Dumbledore, she became very powerful at a young age. So, yep. So, let's go ahead and take a look at the actual figure first. Let's bring Minerva up to the screen and let's take a look at that face. So, look, I can be honest right now, guys. Like, it looks like her. I swear it does look like her. I was never a fan of these necks where they don't, like, the head sculpt doesn't actually have, like, its own neck. It just looks weird, like it droops down over it. But, I'm trying to say is, it looks like her. It does look like her. The thing is, these wrinkles in person is not as bad as the pictures. Yes, maybe it could use a little bit less wrinkles around this portion right here and around, like, around the mouth here. But other than that, seeing the figure in person, the pictures kind of make it look like it has way more wrinkles, which it really does, as you can see. It looks like her. The hair looks nice. Sculpted nice. Like I said, not a fan of the way these necks are. They should have just basically completed it or tucked it in more. The glasses, is there a glass behind her? No, there's no glass behind her. But it looks like it. There we go. And in the back, you see the robe. Very nice material. Feels good. Not too bad. As you can see, all going all the way down. I'm not sure you can see it on camera, but there is, as you can see right there, some patterns going all across the robe. You can see the patterns right there. Very well detailed. Robe goes all the way across. No bendy wire in these flaps. And in this one, I think the Voldemort had the bendy wire, so I'm not sure this is an older figure that came out before Voldemort. But I didn't even get to the stars. Stars, to me, as a scale collector, doesn't have a good reputation. There is bendy wire in the bottom of the robe. I feel that already going here. In the inside, no, but around the bottom, there is bendy wire. And not only that, the robe actually has that nice purple underneath there. I didn't even see that before. So it has the robe feels good quality. I love the way the robe feels. And then underneath here, you have like her dress, which is, basically no slits in the side. So you have to actually roll up to see the actual joints right here. So you want to see how the joints look. This is how the joints look underneath. No socks. The shoes are sculpted, so you can't take the shoes off. All right, so since we got her out, let's look at the articulation. Her head, she can move sideways. She could do the full 360. She can barely look up, not look up too much. Her neck kind of goes up more than her head. So not really much looking up. And then looking down, she could look very good down. So she could look at the Harry Potter, the little smaller, younger versions of Harry Potter, if you have those. I don't have those. I'm probably just going to wait for the in-art one. A little more pricier, but they do look better. All right, so the arms, you do have some kind of ratchet joints. Yep, you have a ratchet joint on the shoulder. So she can go pretty far up. There we go. Just be careful when you're pulling the arms up, because you do tend to kind of grab the bottom of the rope. You don't want to rip nothing. So just make sure you're not grabbing the bottom of this. But she could do a full T-pose. Let's move this robe in more over here. The hands. Let's see if we get the bend. You got to be careful the way you bend this, because you can't really tell which way the joint's going. See? Oh, I think I broke mine. Oh, wait, the joint came out. See, you can't really tell which way these joints are going, so it's hard to freaking bend. Just got to pop that back in. Maybe I broke it. I don't know. Let's see. I feel the joint right there. All right, and just go off camera real quick, and I'm going to fix this, and we'll be right back. And we're back. So, yeah, so be careful with that portion. It was a little pain in the butt. Basically, had to roll the sleeve all the way up. The joint has like a peg that goes all the way into the inside the forearm, and some kind of weird like soft silicone type plastic or some kind of thing. But anyways, able to get it back on there. It didn't break. Thankfully, it didn't break. So just be careful with that. Feel the figure real good before you start bending these joints, because I've learned that from Lord Voldemort. So anyways, but you do get, let's bring the arm back out. double bend at the elbow, so that's very good. And then you get twist at the shoulder. At the shoulder, let me see. And at the elbow. Twist at the elbow and the shoulder. All right, so let's put the arm back out real quick again. And then let's see how far up she can go. So she can put her arms fully up. So yeah, you gotta be careful. Like I said, be careful with these joints. Arm can go fully up. There you go, right there. So let's go ahead and see the articulation at the waist. So she has, there is like a rubber or fat suit on around the belly. So she doesn't really have much around the waist. At least mine is tight. Forward crunch. Let's see, not really much. Kind of like a little bit. She can go back a decent amount. So very limited articulation at the waist, but at the same time, you know, she is a little older, and you don't really see her doing backflips and stuff in the movie. All right, so this is gonna feel weird, but I just want to test the leg articulation. So we're gonna have to bring the dress up, and let's see how far. So she can. Oh, look, she got panties. All right, so she can do a split. If you want to bring the legs all the way up, she can do the full, the Hogan boot. The legs, the knees, I'm sorry, the knees do have double bend articulation. These are the same type of joints that are on the elbow. The peg goes really in, the peg go way back there, so not bad. She can do the Jorge Masvidal flying knee, like always. So it actually has good articulation below the legs and the arms. So for a character that doesn't really, and let's see these weird ankles right here. So you see the ankle right here, you can see the joint, you know, the peg going through there. So thankfully that's covered with the dress. And not much pivot, as you can see there. Not much pivot, but you get twist. And not much forward, not much backwards. So, limited articulation at the feet. But it's actually good articulation in general for a figure that doesn't need this articulation. The dress, the robe, like I said, it has bendy wire going around, so you can feel all the way going through. Around the robe, very good. Am I missing anything articulation? That's really about it. So there's all the articulation for Minerva, Professor McGonagall. There we go. Let's get her all nice and pretty up again. Get that robe situated. Yep. And then let's see. This piece is on there is actually on the suit, so you don't have to worry about that coming off. This is a stretchy fabric, so yeah, it's like she can basically pose or have you posed up without any damage to the actual figure. All right. Now let's look through all these accessories. First, the one I'm really, really happy about, the sorting hat. She came with this. I forgot she does. I was like, oh man, that'd be cool. I definitely want to have him or this on the desk. But that looks cool. It has a little soft goods right here in the bottom. So you can actually put it on any of the Harry Potter figures if you have the Harry Potter figures. And possibly even the in-art one you can put on top of him. So definitely, I doubt in-art would make her. I hope they do. But if they do, they're not going to have all these accessories. They have a bunch of paper stuff. And then here goes the other regular. This is her hat. The little feather on it, as you can see, detailed in there, trademark, nice detail on there, feather looks good. Then she does come with the stool, feels and looks like wood, nice polish to it, good solid piece, not too heavy. Then she comes with the list of the students. As you can see there, all the names of the people in that year, man, 1991, man. Whew. 20 years, 90. Dude, we're coming on 30, almost 30 years on freaking Harry Potter. Whew, that's gonna be crazy. Well, no, not really, but damn. Time flies. But yeah, of all the characters in the movie right there, you see Harry Potter right there. Then you do get, this is cool right here, you get her transfiguration mode. I always struggle with that word sometimes. But anyways, she turns into the cast, and this is her transfiguration mode. Almost struggled again. But there you go right there, as you can see. Definitely cool to have the eyes look, I like the way the eyes are painted. You can see the green there. Of course, you can't have a Harry Potter figure without the wand. So here's her wand. I like the way that looks. Doesn't feel too cheap. And then she gets a bunch of little swappable hands. You obviously get these right here. And then you get these open hands, kind of like the whole other pieces of the accessory. So we'll see that in the final pose. You get a nice little base here which I probably won't use because I'm going to have her sitting down in my final pose. Then you have this goblet here. Looks very nice. Nice cup, empty. Then you have the candle. Let's get that focus there. Nice candle right there. The nice detail of the candle melting. Then you get the little ink. As you can see, there's a little peg there. And that's where this feather goes right here. So you can see the little ink portion right there. So that's her feather and ink. Then you get the magnifying glass. Pretty cool. Actually does some magnifying. That's very nice. This is a cool feature right here. You get the hourglass. Now, it does function, as you can see. I just wish it went a little bit slower. Maybe that hole is a little bit smaller. It could basically go down, but it is a functioning hourglass. Very cool accessory. Then you do get the Harry Potter books. I'll bring a zoom in so you get the title of this right here. This is the back of it. It has a nice little foil to it. Shine. Then you get another book right here. These do not open up. And then you get the open book, one of the open books, nothing on the cover, but it does actually have the letterings in there. And then you get the basically blank paper for her ink, for her writing. Then you get the stand, which again, I will not be using because I'll be having her on this nice, heavy, beautifully painted chair. Look at the gold hints on there. This is was it poly resin if I remember correctly? So this is very nice. Let's bring the brightness down a little bit too much. My skin's looking a little too white right there. All right, so here we go. So, yep, so there goes the nice detail on there. So this is very nice. A lot of stuff she comes with. Has padding here, so you can basically, you don't have to worry about scratching anything. There you go. So all the, oh, one more thing real quick. The table. Let's bring the table in here real quick. So I'll show you guys the table real quick too. Has the same kind of paint on there. The same type of padding on the bottom. And it says this right here, just in case you want to know what that says. Oops, let's bring this in. I want to hit the camera. 2021. So it's somewhat newer figure. All right, so let's go ahead and get her ready for a size comparison. Now we have Professor McGonagall standing in default pose, fixing her here. Let's go ahead and get a size comparison started. And first, we're going to bring in a Hot Toys figure, and this is going to be the Hot Toys Spider-Gwen. Then let's bring another 6 scale figure, and this is the 3016 scale Brienne from Games of Thrones. Then last but not least, let's keep it a female attire. Let's bring in an SH Figure Arts, and this is going to be the SH Figure Arts Naruto Sakura. She's a bad girl. A little annoying at first, but she's bad. All right, there's a good size comparison with 3 other figures, just in case you have any of these figures in your collection and you want to see how this figure will fit in your collection or your display. All right, let's go get the final thoughts and final poses started. Ooh, I can't wait to get all those accessories. So as a collector, what is the point of having different figures from different franchises and IPs if you can't play around with them and mess with them and have fun with them? And here is exactly what I'm doing here. Here we have 2 of my favorite wizards, Minerva with Gandalf. And of course, this is a clash together that I would love to see in live action. I'm sure it's never going to happen, but just using my imagination. And here it goes right here. 2 powerful wizards ready for action right there. As you can see, Gandalf is kind of protecting her a little more. You know, he may be a little bit more powerful than her, but they look amazing together. And what made me think, you know, I know she was married to like a Mongol, but, you know, imagine that right here. But anyways, messing with the figure right here, anything negative right now. Those ankles of hers suck. The ankles, like you definitely need, if you're going to keep her standing in any kind of pose, you're going to definitely need to use the base and stand because her ankles suck. They just have they can't hold any pressure, any weight, and they just give away, and she will fall over. Swapping out the hands was very simple to do. I'm trying to think anything other negative would be the neck. I'm not sure. I just never like the way those necks, like right there when the collar's covering it, it looks very good right there as you see it. But as she turns around the other way, you see that just that weird neck sculpt just looks funky to me. And I'm never a fan of that. Asmus did the same thing too with this Elrond. Elrond is the same way too, and I don't like that. Just finish it, tuck it under there, but just make it look more smoother. And I just wish Her robes, like the sleeve portions, I wish that had wire on there so you could get a little more wire, more dynamic pose with the robes right there at the portion right there. But other than that, Star Ace did pretty good. The wrinkles are not as bad as I think or I saw in the pictures. They could be a little bit less, but they're not as bad. She looks a lot better in person. So far, 2 for 2 for Star Ace when it comes to, the Harry Potter line. But I'm being picky, very picky with these. So in this final pose, I definitely had to get her with the only other Star Ace Harry Potter figure I have, and that's Lord Voldemort right there. I had to get that face off going. So bad that I might even keep this in my final pose, but I really need to use that deluxe set table and all the accessories. So definitely going to do a last pose with that and more than likely keep her like that. But this is a good alternative for me if you don't have that deluxe set. And if you have this Lord Voldemort, even if you don't, that's a pretty decent pose right here, ready for, some kind of battle stance. Like, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Come on, I dare you. I dare you. But anyways, positive things too. Swapping out the hands was very easy. A little hint is when you pull the hands out, try to grab that little ball peg, because it does tend to come out sometimes. If you grab the ball peg and pull the hand from there, you should be fine to go. The hat goes on perfectly. It fits on there perfectly, way better than the Gandalf hat. I gotta mess around with it a little bit more. You kind of see the movie again to see how far or what kind of angle she has. I think she has it tilted more towards the front more. Robes, the bottom portions do pose very good. I want to get more of a wind drape going the other way, but just the weight of that side, so maybe the wires could have been a little bit stronger. I just wish it did have, like I said before in the previous pose, the wires just like Lord Voldemort's. The accessories so far are awesome. The glasses, they're very sturdy. You mess with the head, the glasses don't move as much. I do wish she kind of had another hand that holds the wand a little bit better. The other one's a little too tight, and this one, if you kind of have to move it and kind of finagle it into there, because if not, it will fall out easily. Just the standard base worked perfectly. I love the colors of the robe. I think Star Ace did a good job with her. Like I said, the pictures don't give her justice. In hand, she does look better, and I want to give a shout out. I should have said this in the beginning. I want to give a shout out to Marcos at Collector's Zone. I got this from him along with this Lord Voldemort. These two together I picked up from him. I had a good deal. He had a sale going on. Used coupon code. It was over a year ago, honestly, that I got this figure. So yeah, I know I'm really late opening her. And there's not many reviews of her I've seen so far. It definitely ain't none within the past 4 years. So this is definitely a good reference for it if you're intrigued in this figure, because I'm not sure if NR would reach out and make this figure. But if they don't, this is a good alternative because she doesn't look as bad in person, and the deluxe version I would say would be the way to go because all the accessories that come with it are awesome, and I don't think InArt would definitely not do that. So she would fit in along with Lord Voldemort. I don't think they'll do Lord Voldemort because he has no, rooted hair in that, so they can't really make a premium version of him. So maybe I wish they do, but if they don't, this Star Ace one is a good alternative too because that head sculpt right there is a good head sculpt of Lord Voldemort. I wish they had a better one, but these two so far definitely hit the mark for me for my Harry Potters. I'm gonna wait for the NR ones to pick up the Harry, Hermione, and Ron, all the other ones. But these two right here, definitely good. She came out way better than I thought she was gonna be, and just in the right lighting. I know that people say the lighting, that like the wrinkles, you don't see it as much. It's just whoever took those pictures, man, they should have fired that person. I don't want to wish that. They should just tell that person, yo, redo the pictures, man, redo the pictures. But in general, so far, cool figure. Now, let's do a final pose with all those accessory pieces in the deluxe set. And here we have Minerva laid out with all the accessories that come with that deluxe edition. And man, there's a lot of stuff on there. That freaking table, that freaking chair, the hourglass, the list of students right there that she has in her right hand right now. And the sorting hat. I completely forgot she came with the sorting hat. I'm happy that she comes with a sorting hat because she's known for that scene where she puts the sorting hat on top of each character in the movie, or at least the, Hufflepuff or whatever. I forgot what it's called. Is it Hufflepuff? Yeah, Hufflepuff. No, Gryffindor. I can't believe Hufflepuff is there. It's Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, Slytherin, and Gryffindor. Yeah, so there you go. She has all those accessories on the table, and man, I'm telling you guys right now, if I'm happy that I picked her up with the deluxe version because the amount of accessories and the quality of the wood and the accessories, Star Ace did a good job with this. Yes, the head sculpt and the face sculpt is not perfect, but it's close enough to resemble her, to me at least. And I am happy and content with that face sculpt. Definitely looks better in person compared to the pictures. Because in the pictures, she got so many damn wrinkles, man. I don't know what's going on there. In person, yes, there's wrinkles there, but there's not that many, and they're not that defined. Her articulation is awesome. The amount of accessories that you do get with this figure is awesome. The quality of the accessories is awesome. The quality of the soft goods is awesome. The only thing I can point Starry's negative on this, like I said, is that neck and the ankle joints. So far, with this figure right here, I'm happy with InArt picking up the line so far with the Harry Potter line. I'm pretty sure InArt is not going to tackle these two figures right here so far, her and Lord Voldemort. So I'm happy to have them in my collection currently right now and not spend or overspend on the InArt versions of them, because I do need to get Harry Potter. I need to get older Harry Potter, younger Harry Potter. Same thing with Ron and Hermione. And then some of the Severus Snape, some of the, oh my God, there's so many characters, man. Oh my God. I don't know what I'm going to do. But anyways, this figure right here, man, like, it exceeded my expectations. I saw the pictures beforehand. I was not happy with the wrinkles, but having it in hand, man, like this is an iconic character. If you're a Harry Potter fan, you know this character. You know this professor. You know this character. And this character has been through all of the movies, and she's survived all of the movies, and she's been a key part in all of the movies. So you definitely have to have her in your collection, in my opinion, as a Harry Potter fan, as a Harry Potter collector. Once the scale with InArt doing their versions, you definitely have to have her. So if you can grab her for a good price, I would say grab her, because the accessories are awesome. And the wrinkles, like I said before, are not as bad. And I don't think InArt's going to touch this character. At least if they do, we're not going to get the same amount of accessories and for that quality accessory at the same time too. So definitely pick her if you can. Pick up Voldemort if you can. And then for the rest of them, I will say wait for the InArt ones. But this is a cool character so far, exceeding my expectations. And I'm happy I got her. Thank you, Marcos. Thank you, Collector's Zone. Thank you for giving this to me for a good price. Her and Lord Voldemort, I'm happy to have them in my collection. No regrets here. So, with that in mind, I hope you guys liked this review. If you did, please hit that like, subscribe button. Click that bell notification. And collectors, as always, keep collecting. Stay safe. Be good. Watch Harry Potter. October is Halloween time. Watch the whole Harry Potter series all through October. Save one per day. Save one for one day. Watch something else. Do another Harry Potter the day after. But please watch Harry Potter this holiday season, this Halloween season, this fall season. Do it. Do it for me. Do it for the Harry Potter fans, and do it for the collectors out there. So with that in mind, please hit the like, subscribe button. Click that bell notification. As always, collectors, keep collecting. Stay safe. Be good. Happy Halloween. Dale.